What I just witnessed needs to be discussed. Penguins-Rangers, Game 5, an absolute joke, an absolute atrocity occurred. First, you have the Rangers taking out the GOAT, Sidney Crosby, in the second period on a cheap shot. Have no clue why a penalty wasn't called. No clue. I'll talk about that later, though. That just so happened to be at the time the Penguins were up 2-0, had all the momentum in the world, and the series was all but over. But, as I said, they took out Sidney Crosby on a cheap shot, so we no longer have him for the rest of the game. Rangers then proceed to score 3 goals. They go up 3-2, but then we answer back with a Gensel goal, 3-3. And then the third period happens. Rangers go up 4-3, unfortunately. And this is my problem, because the refs, who are supposed to be there for fairness, who are supposed to call it both ways, who are supposed to keep it consistent, then proceed to call some of the biggest horseshit penalties on Evgeny Malkin. When a Ranger player tackles Malkin, you're not supposed to give the penalty to Malkin. When a Ranger player flops and initiates the contact, you're not supposed to give the penalty to Malkin. Yet, they call those and then neglect the cheap shot call against Sidney Crosby in the second. Really doesn't add up. Does not add up to me. So my takeaway thus far is the Rangers are an absolute joke. The only reason they're relevant in this series still is based off Bush League, which is pretty sad because they have so-called the best goaltender in the league, and they're facing off against a banged-up Penguins team with their third stringer in net. The series should be over. Penguins win 4-1, and we should be sitting at home waiting for our next opponent. Instead, Bush League occurred, an atrocity occurred. The NHL should be embarrassed. I guess all I can say now is, on to Game 6. Let's go Penguins.